Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to boot camp. All right. Today, happy late Valentine's Day. We're going to be selling out a heart today again because one, I would have done it yesterday, but I didn't teach yesterday, and I got to go with the themes right now. So, we're spell heart out again. We are going to do a little bit more cardio stuff today than what we have done. So be prepared for that. But I'm going to go ahead real quick with demos and then we'll get right into it. We're going to do 3 rounds today, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest / transition time, because again, we are doing a little bit more cardio. So I shortened the time here. So spelling out heart again, we're going to start off with a bear crawl hold. So we're going to be on our hands and our knees and tucking our toes. We're going to gently lift our knees off of the ground. So we're hovering over the ground, keeping our core engaged. We're really going to feel that in our shoulders and in our quads. So that's gonna be our first movement. And then for our E, we're going to stay on the ground. We're going to do a plank, knee to elbow. So for this one, we can either do same side or opposite side, whatever feels better. So we can either come out and out, or across and across, or you can do a mixture of one or both. So that is our E. And then for the A, we're going to stand up. We're going to do bent over A's here. So feet hip width apart, pushing our hips back. Bring our arms straight out to our side. Arms are straight out and back down. So from this angle, we're here, squeezing our armpits and back down. So for that one, if you want to make it more challenging, feel free to grab some weights, or you can hold at the top for a few seconds. And then for the R, we're going to do alternating reverse lunges. We're going to pause for 3 seconds at the bottom. So starting at the top of our space, we're stepping back, holding 1, 2, 3, driving through that front heel, pushing through the ground. And then the other side, so we're going to alternate on this one, holding for 3 seconds at the bottom. So then for our T, we're going to do some toe taps here, which can be like toe taps / high knees if you don't have something to tap your toes on. But our feet are coming out in front of us. We're tapping our toes that way. So if you have like something that you want to like a little step or something, so that's going to be our toe taps. And then for the S, we're going to do some skips. So we're here skipping like this. Double tap, getting our knees up. So a little bit different than the toe taps because it's going to be that double tap at the bottom there. So that's going to be our whole circuit for today. So those last 2 are the main cardio ones here. So we're going to go ahead real quick with our warm up. So let's go ahead, coming to the top of our space. We're going to start off with the world's greatest stretch. So interlacing our fingers, grabbing onto one of our knees, pulling our knee towards our chest. And we're going to exhale, step back into our reverse lunge. Hands are going to come down on the inside of our front foot. Back leg stays nice and straight. Nice big inhale. And exhale, opening up towards the ceiling. Thumb facing behind us, looking past our hand. And we're going to go ahead, exhale, plant our hand outside of our front foot. Bring our back foot a little bit closer and push our hips up into our hamstring stretch. And we're going to go ahead and exhale, bring our feet together, push the ground away, and stand on up. All right, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to interlace our fingers, grabbing onto our opposite knee, pulling our knee towards our chest. And we're going to go ahead, exhale, step back into our reverse lunge, hands coming down on the inside of our front foot. Back leg stays nice and straight, nice big deep breath. And we're exhaling, opening up towards the ceiling. Thumb facing behind us, looking past our hand. And we're going to go ahead and exhale, put our hand outside of our front foot, bring our back foot a little bit closer, and push our hips up into our hamstring stretch. And we're going to go ahead and exhale, bring our feet together, push the ground away, and stand on up. All right, next thing we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and get on the ground, on our hands and toes, into a plank. And we're going to do a little bit of plank to pike here, opening up our warming up our shoulders, getting our core nice and activated here. We're going to go ahead, exhale, push our hips up into some down dog here, our pike position. And coming back down. We're gonna go ahead and do 2 more here, pushing ourselves up. We can pedal our heels, poke our head in between our arms, coming back down. And 1 more here, pushing up. And coming back to our plank. And then we can go ahead and bring our knees to the ground because we're gonna get ready for our bear crawl hold here. So stay on the ground. We're doing, like I said, 3 rounds, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest / transition time. I'm going to get the timer going here in 3, 2, 1, and go. Sometimes if I talk too fast, words don't come out. Okay, so we're holding in that bear crawl position. So tucking your toes and hovering our knees just slightly off the ground. Our core is engaged, so we're zipping our core up. We want our hands right underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. If we need to break, touch the knees down, count to 3, and right back up. So we can take little breaks here and there if we need to. Like I said, we're going to feel this in our shoulders, our quads, and our core. 3, 2, 1. All right, great job. Those ones are going to get not easy. Okay, next up we have plank, knee to elbow. So again, you can either go same side or opposite side, whatever you want to work on a little bit more. Getting ready here. 3, 2, 1. All right. So on our hands and toes, coming either across or to the same side. We're really focusing. We want to move at a nice pace where we are using our core to bring our knee up. So I want us to really think about bringing our core together, exhaling through our straw as we bring our knee up. That's what's really going to help us get the most out of this movement using our core. Great job. Again, you get 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we're standing up. We got bent over A's. And like I said, you can either grab some light weights if you want to, or you can hold at the top to make it a little bit more challenging. 3, 2, 1. So we're pushing our hips back. Again, our core is still engaged. Our hands are in front. Squeeze our armpits, pull our arms back, and back to our starting position. So the key here is to really squeeze your muscles. We're pulling our arms up using our back. So right now, I'm not using my arms. Our arms are loose but firm. We're pulling our arms back using our back, not just driving our arms. So if I just go like this, I feel that in my shoulders. I'm going to squeeze, use our shoulders and our back here. 3, 2, 1. All about the mind to muscle connection on that one. All right, moving to our lower body, we have reverse lunges. We're holding for 3 seconds at the bottom. So for this one, that hold is going to help us engage our muscle fibers, make it a little bit more challenging. 3, 2, 1. But if you would like, feel free. You can make it more challenging by doing actually more. So instead, you can take the pause out if you want to get more cardio out of it. So you can really do more of a cardio movement. You can add a jump in, you can add that lunge or the knee drive, whatever feels good. Or we can just hold, kind of start to get our isometric movements going. It's always good to incorporate different times, rest periods, as well as like tempos within our movements. So this is a good one to add the tempo in. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we have more of our cardio movements here. So we're doing our toe taps and skips, and then we're going to get on the ground for our first movement. All right, getting our heart rate up for our heart workout today. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so doing toe taps. You can also always do like more of a high knee or a run in place. You can even do like more of a 2-inch run in place too. It helps like if you have, we're just going to use this. That's the thing right here. So if you have something that you want to like practice tapping your toes to, or at least something that like you don't actually have to tap your toe, but something where you can imagine that you're getting your toe up to a certain height, getting our arms synced up as well. But doing whatever feels good. Again, you can always just do high knees. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So for our S, we're gonna skip. So we're coming down, we're double tapping at the bottom. Just a little different than that because of the way our feet are stepping on the ground. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're skipping, double tapping. So again, it's a little different. This is you know, with the toe taps, it's very much so like boom, 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 boom. This one we're not, you know, like skipping around. It's more directed than that, but getting our arms involved as well, getting our knees up as high as we can. It's gonna help us with our hip flexor strength, our core strength. We're standing up nice and tall here. Great job. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. That is one round down. We got 2 more to go. So getting back on the ground at the top, bear crawl hold here. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1. All right. On our hands and toes. Knees are hovering off the ground. What helps us too, if we're working on our shoulder strength as well, we want to screw our hands into the ground just like with push-ups, so that way our upper back is nice and flat, helping build or have our whole spine in one straight line. So from our head all the way to our hips, want to be as flat as we can. Focus on our breathing. This one definitely quads are on fire. 3, 2, 1. All right. Definitely need that 20 seconds of rest after that, especially after doing all that cardio and then that one. Whew, I'm already out of breath. Okay. Next up, plank knee to elbow. So same thing. You can even do all once, like all the same. 3, 2, 1. So we have 3 rounds here. So we can always do the same side elbow for 1 round and then the opposite for the next round. Or you can alternate, or you can do all 3 on one and all 3 on the other one. Whatever feels good. Keeping our hands right underneath our shoulders here. Exhaling, bringing our knees across. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right. Standing on up, bent over A's, focusing on our back strength. The A's are really good for posture because it helps work on our lats here. So again, if you want to grab some light weights, but really focusing on our mind to muscle connection here. 3, 2, 1. All right. Feet hip width, hips are back. Squeeze through our armpits and back down. Awesome job. Can always slow it down, but really focusing. Just like if we're here, we're doing like a row, we're squeezing our armpits, we're using our back as we pull our hands towards us. Think of that the same. So it's like we're bringing our hands towards us, but our hands are nice and straight. You can also, if you have like resistance bands, you can always hold on to them and do that as well. 3, 2, 1. All right. And next thing, reverse lunges with our paws. So you can always grab weights for this one as well. If you all have weights or anything you want to hold on to, feel free to go ahead and grab that. We're getting ready. 3, 2, 1. So we're stepping back, knee over a second toe, chest over the arch of our front foot. We're holding 1, 2, 3, driving through our front heel. You can always take one leg a little bit slower if you need to. I know my right leg is not as on top of things as my left leg is, for lack of better terms. It's always asleep, what I like to say. So moving nice and slow if you're feeling that on one side versus the other side, really using our front foot and not our back foot. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got toe taps, we got skips, and then we're gonna do one more round. Then we're gonna cool down, and then I'll see y'all back here again tomorrow. All right, we're getting ready. 3, 2, 1. So tapping our feet out in front again. You can always do more of a high knee, whatever feels good. But we want to make sure too, because this is good for training for running, just like skips and marches. So we just want to, no matter what we're doing, whether we're tapping something or we're driving our knee up, we want to plant right under us. So if we're here, we're not, stepping out here, moving, trying to keep our foot strike right underneath our hips. Why does my knee feel weird? Love that. For me, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to get ready. We're going to skip next. So we're double tapping, driving our knees up. And then we're going to do one more round. Mentally prepare. Lots of cardio on this. And 3, 2, 1. Skipping. If jumping is not your thing today, no problem. You can always march it out if you would like to instead of skipping. Or you can do really anything. I'll limit it. I would say anything you would like to that gets your heart rate up. That starts with an S. So if you think of something else other than skips that gets your heart rate up, and because jumping's not your thing today, feel free. Go ahead and do that. You can always do some in and out squats or a wall sit, anything like that for our lower body. 3, 2, 1. All right. Great job. We got 2 down, 1 to go. I've completely cut my head off. There we go. Getting back on the ground. We have our bear girl hold. I gotta really mentally prepare my legs for this one. 3, 2, 1. Let me know where you guys, or where y'all feel it most. I know for me, I for sure feel this in my quads more than anything else. So let me know if that's also you, or if you feel it more in your arms or in your core. Like my for sure shake when I do these. If you want to mix it up, get your mind off of holding it, you could always do a shoulder tap, whatever feels good. So if you want to do shoulder taps or just hold. 3, 2, 1. All right, done with those for today. Next up, we have our plank knee to elbow. So again, same side or opposite side, whatever feels good. We're getting ready. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so either mentally prepare for this one too. I don't know about y'all, but for me, the opposite side elbow is harder than the same side elbow. But maybe it's the other way around for you. That's why I do the opposite side, so hopefully I can get better at it. We're doing awesome. We're almost there. Exhaling, coming in. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next up, bent over A's. I was gonna keep sitting. We're getting on upwards on the ground for a little bit. Getting back up on the ground. Getting back up on the ground. Getting back up on our feet. Bent over A's. 3, 2, 1. I swear my scrambled egg brain does not bode well sometimes. And we're squeezing our armpits. We're coming back up. Let me know if y'all want a different theme than hearts tomorrow, whether it's no theme, whatever. or if there's something you'd like to focus on this week or this month, or the year, whatever. This is y'all's class, so let me know what things you'd like to see more of. There are things you'd like to see more of. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got our last 3 movements coming up. Reverse lunges with our pause, and then toe taps and skips. Also, let me know if you want me to use more equipment in these things, or if it's good if I just recommend certain things to hold for certain movements. 3, 2, 1. Because we can always do some more weighted things, whether it be this class or the Thursday or the Friday class. Just let me know if there's anything else I can do to add more to these classes. I want to keep making them a little bit harder and different and kind of just increase our stamina, our endurance, our strength, all of that. So but we're pausing here for 3 seconds at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. All right. 2 more movements left today. So we're going to do our toe taps and then our skips. And then we're going to cool down. We're going to be on the ground for our cool down though today. 3, 2, 1. So we're either getting high knees, toe taps, as long as we're moving. And again, I'll give you the same parameters. If this doesn't feel good, if jumping doesn't feel good, your movement needs to start with a T. So you can even do 2-inch runs in place. You can do a triple switch. Hold. 2, 3, and then hold. So whatever feels good for you today. I just wanted to do something different, get our heart rates up. And then we're gonna do one more movement after this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, walk it out. We're gonna do skips. Skips are our last movement here. We're getting ready, mentally prepare. And then, like I said, we're gonna do our cool down on the ground. So we're gonna do some 3, 2, 1. We're skipping. We're gonna do some figure 4 at the end here. Even though, actually, no, we're not gonna do figure 4. We're gonna be on our hands and knees for our cool down. So we'll get on the ground, on our hands and knees. We're gonna open up our upper body a little bit more because today was a little bit more upper body focused, I would say. And I know my upper body's a little tight just from sitting at the desk, so we'll do that to cool down today. Finishing strong, final movement here, double tapping, getting our arms involved. 3, 2, 1, and that is gonna be it for today's circuit. So go ahead and go grab a sip of water if you need it. Like I said, we're gonna be on the ground on our hands and knees. So making our way to the ground. We're gonna do some reach throughs here. So from our hands and knees, we're gonna take one hand, we're gonna reach through in between our opposite leg, reach out as far as we can, bringing our head to the ground. It's gonna help us open up our upper back and the backs of our shoulders. And we're slowing our breath down as well. So inhaling and exhaling, releasing our tension. We're gonna take our other hand, we're gonna wrap it all the way around our body, tucking it into our opposite side hip to open up our chest and our shoulders as well. So our other hand, wrapping it around, pointing our elbow towards the ceiling. It's gonna help us. It's a little bit like pretzel in terms of us really getting into a different shape. Slowing our breath down. We're gonna do one more breath here. And as we finish our exhale, we can go ahead and bring our hands back up underneath our shoulders. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna take our other hand, reaching through, reaching as far as we can, bringing our head all the way to the ground. Nice big inhales, long, slow exhales. And at this time, we can take our opposite hand, wrapping it around our body, tucking it into our opposite side hip, pointing our elbow up towards the ceiling. It's going to open up our chest and our shoulders. We sigh away our tension. And let's go ahead and do one more breath here. And as we finish our exhale when we're ready, go ahead and bring our hands back up underneath our shoulders. And that is going to be all we have for today's class. So feel free to return to a seated, kneeling, or standing position. I said that out of order. But great job today. Thank y'all for joining me for our heart workout for February/Valentine's Day. Hopefully we are feeling good after that little stretch and also getting our heart rate up a little bit. So yeah, so thank y'all for joining me, and I will see y'all again tomorrow.